Hello everybody. Oh, very welcome. I got the dancing banana. It actually worked. I've been having awful problems with my banana lately. Excuse me, I'm just warming up with a nice cup of cha. How is everyone anyway? I presume that I have, oh, it says that there's 21 people there. Very good. Good. It takes a while for old StreamYard to tell me when there is people in. So as usual, we've got the lovely Leona in my luggo. Hello, Leona. Yay, she said hi. You didn't hear her though, because she's in my ear and not your ear. All right, hold on. Leona's being attacked by a dog at the moment, so there's a tablet for dodgy bananas apparently. Good, I must look into grabbing one of them because my banana's playing up a lot lately. Right, yes, so it's cold and it's windy and it's sleety outside and it's poo pants, but we'll get through it. I've got a wee heater here that I have going every now and then. And yes, we are going to try and attempt to turn a flower, but it's going to be kind of multi-bits flower. Now, I have a question for you before I start, and I will ask you first. The idea is I'm going to be turning a central wooden part to the flower, which will have the center part of the flower, which I think I'm going to do kind of like a hollowed out sphere in the middle. Then it'll be splayed out kind of flowery shape with wood. I think I'm probably going to use yew. It'll splay out and we'll put a bit of a circle on the back, and then I'm going to turn some petals, kind of the way I did Dusty Bin's feet, where I turn a cylinder and then cut them in half and make a petal shape, and then we're going to stick them all the way around the outside. Now my question is, do you want coloured petals? I have some resin here, GPS pen blanks, that are sparkly multicolored. I don't know if the camera's showing them up too well, but anyway, that's what they are. There's some pen blanks there. We could use those for petals, or we could do it with a different color wood. So what do you reckon, people's in the chat? Let's go for it. Let me know what you think. This is for the challenge for oh, hold on, I've just lost everything. Hopefully I'm still alive. Oh yes, for the YouTube cross country collaboration 2021. Did I get that right? I think I did. Cross channel or cross country, cross multiple countries. It's cross channel anyway. But yes, that Daniel is hosting. So, and it's the February challenge is for making a flower. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt it. There you go. Daniel's put the hashtag there. If you follow that hashtag, you will find all said videos. We'll do a quick hello, Leona, if you're ready. If no, it's okay. We won't bother if you're not ready. I know you're eating. So, okay. Okie dokie. We'll just do a quick hello. Probably won't get everyone, but we'll just say a few hellos and then we'll. Whew. Eva, Tommy, Adam, Effie, Joseph, Hodge, Daniel, Steve R, Carol, Eva, Sarah, Mike Q, Stace Nick, Debbie, Douglas, Chris, Ian, William and Ben, and Stephen Wooddude, Robert, Danny, Mark, and that's it for now. Anyone we missed, and Geoff snuck in there. I think Christine and Michael were there. I think I just saw popped up there as well. So hello to them and anybody else. I just want to say a special thanks just before I get started to Anna, Eva, Leona, Debbie, Maggie, Sarah, Carol, Steve R, Wayne, Daniel, Ruben, Stacey, Brian, David, Steve, Joseph, Tom, Richard, Gav, Jeff, Robbo, Rob H, Rob S, Lenny, Jean, Yappy, Leonard, Ian, Zed, Stephen, Nick, Hobby, and Stephen, and Adam. Thank you very much all for your support on the channel, all the lovely banana members. Now, okay, we're going to get started. Hi, Ruben. If we did miss you, it is not intentional. There's a couple of reasons. The owner's hungry and she's got food, and I just dropped her in it and said, "Can you tell me who's there?" And she wasn't expecting it. And then also I've got the StreamYard chat up, which is quite slow compared to the actual YouTube stream. So I'm just finding, I've got this piece of yew here. It's just a block of yew. I shall give you a measurement in a second. I'll move that down here for you. Hi, Doug, Jason, and Matthew, and Adam. So I'm just finding that I don't have a fly, so I don't have a fly. It's broken. So yeah, you could see all kinds of bananas this evening. Right. Had a bad day today, so hopefully this cheers me up. It's been a bit of a poo bum day, but we'll be good. It'll be okay. Do you know what? Rather than taking my chuck off, I'm just going to throw my live center into the chuck because it does fit that way. Hello, Robbo. I think I said hello to Robbo, did I not? I thought I did. I've got a really crap memory, to be honest with you. Right, I'm just going to put this between centers for now until we get a bit of a something on it that we can hold it in the chuck. Oh yes. No bananas will be harmed in the making of this video. I am in Ireland, Ben. I am on the west coast of Ireland in Sligo. So yes, I am indeed. Right on the coast as well. The sea is just there, basically, across the field. So that's the story. So we are turning, basically this is like a tiny little bowl blank. So we're going to be turning this with a bowl gouge to start with. That camera is a bit doodally, isn't it? Let me put it over there. Now I've got a new cam, not a new cam, but I've got a new position. Let me know what you think of it. It's going to be kind of from the back and from the side. How is that? So you're going to be able to see what I'm doing from this side too. And then I've got the this side side on camera as well as usual. So let me know if you need any of those moved, people, and I will do that, no problemo. But we'll go with this one for now. We're going to knock the ends off this, the corners I mean, make sure we're all tightened down. And shock horror, Steve's going to put his face shield on because I found one that wasn't broken. Because I felt like I kind of got told off in the interview last night, and rightly so. I should be more of a advocate for safety. So if that affects the sound, my apologies, but I'll take it off as much as I can. But I have got my shield on, believe it or not, everybody, as you should. All right, let's take the corners off of this. Move my tool rest down a wee little bit. There we go. If there is any questions, please put a Q in front of the question, or put it in capitals so that we can see it a lot easier than the chat rolling by. Hi Brian, how are you? So this is just going to be a wall piece, probably like a wee art piece to put up on the wall, or thrown in the cupboard with the rest of the stuff. This is a lovely piece of yew, smells lovely. Like I said, yeah, there are a lot more than me that don't wear face shields, but you know, I'm always saying that I'd like more kids to come into this hobby, and if kids are coming in and going to see these videos, then they don't want to see the person not wearing safety equipment. So I should really cop myself on, and I have. Right, so there you go. I've took the corners off. I'm going to clean up the front, but I'm going to try and put some kind of a tenon on this. Where is my? There they are. So did we decide whether we're going to go with a resin petals, or did we have any people saying resin or wood? Purple glitter. There's purple glitter in the blanks, in the pen blanks. I'm just trying to decide which way round I want this piece of wood. I'm just looking at the green stuff. I think I'll put the tenon on the back here. Just need to clean the back up a little bit first. 50-50. Maybe we'll do wood and resin. We'll see how we go. I'm just trying to clean this up with my left hand, but I'm not too super good with the left hand to get it started. I'm alright once I get going, but just because of the size of the van, I always like to try and practice with my left as well. You never know what will happen in life. I know people that have, including my brother, that had a stroke and it affected his strong arm, so you know, I suppose it's always good to work for emergencies. Like I say, that is just getting the started, knowing the tool position with the left hand. And once you see that, I'm getting a catch because I'm not, it drags it across the front face because I'm not approaching it. If I was to come in with my right hand, I know exactly which way to get it, but I'm right up against the bench, you see, that's the trouble over here. So that's why I use my left. Now, I need to find my doodah flippy ding dong, that's up here. So come in with the parting tool and clean up that turn. Yeah, I mean, I can use my left hand when I'm doing spindle turner and stuff like that. But like I say, I don't turn many bowls or, you know, faceplate work, we'll say, just to make it easier. But I just, with the bowl gouge, I just haven't had enough practice with my left. So it's always good to practice with both. Bring that down a bit smaller. I'm not going to be using this whole, well, I don't know yet, to be honest with you. This whole blank, I don't want it too thick. No, I like being called petal. Okay, so that is my tenon. Just going to put the dovetail on it. This is a dovetail chuck. Easy. There we go. All right. There's a wee bit of a tenon in there for me. Let's get it into the chuck and then we can start shaping the front how we want it. Excuse me, blowing in your ears, folks. All right. My thingy keeps slipping at the moment. I'm not getting the key in properly. There you go. That's my... Right, there we go. That's good. We're all tight. Right. Let's change camera for you. What one will we go with? We'll probably go with the end one for now. And we'll take the tailstock away. Oh, tickling Ruben. Right, as I said, I want to try and form like a small sphere in the middle and hollow it out so it looks like the inside front of a flower. I'm winging this, by the way. I'm just going with, it's not going to be a particular flower, just a Steve flower. Clean up the front to start with, and we'll go from there. Hi Derek and James. Now I don't know what size we're going for. Here we go. See what that looks like. That's a nice piece of wood, isn't it? Yeah, pretty. All right. So, like I say, I need to start hollowing out this and trying to form a bit of a small sphere inside that I will hollow. So I'm just going to start hooking out a bit of this around here and see how we go. Don't know how big I want in the middle. I don't want it huge. Start forming the sphere as we go. It'll only be kind of a, well, I'm hoping probably around about a 3/4 of a sphere. Okay, starting to look how I want it now. Now, if you can hear the noise coming from the chuck, again, I do explain that pretty much every live. My chuck is a good distance from the headstock because I have a long adapter on it, so there's a lot of vibration through the chuck. It's just one of those things I have to put up with. Hi Rob. just using a wee shear scrape just to try and get the shape of that. I think I'm probably going to go onto my spindle gouge, to be honest with you, because it's a bit smaller and easier to control. Need to round this corner off. There we go. And I do want it to go right in there, the shape that I have in my head. So I'm going to kind of form a round, like a long spindle with a rounded front, and then take the back out. I wonder if I can get this camera over here to so you can see what I'm doing more. Let's use that camera a bit better, maybe. There you go, you can see maybe a bit better from that side. So I'm trying to be careful and not catch the wings of the gouge in there. Always being aware that when you're going in at quite an angle like that, that the wings could catch. Okay, so now I've got to try and make that more sphere-like around the back of it, and I'm going to use my Hope hollower because that cuts any way you hold it. I should be able to get into the back. Might need to just take a bit more out of here. Just enough just to form an illusion that it goes kind of ball-like. Ruben! Try and get in there with this. Okay, so now I'll just return that in. There we go. We're getting a bit of a return in there. What are you looking flower now? A knobby flower, yeah. At the moment it doesn't look very flower-esque, but hopefully once I start shaping it, it will look fine. Now that's kind of the shape I want in there. That's pretty good. So now what I want to do is I want to hollow out that sphere and make it more of like a little bowl or cup that's in there. So it looks like the center of a flower. So I'm going to bring up my rest a bit, pull it out, because now we're going to be using the hope as the hollower as it's intended. Hi who, sorry? Hi Mike. Yes, Ruben, you can use a gooseneck hollower on a spindle. Now, obviously, depending on what you're hollowing and how big it is, or there's a lot of factors when you're hollowing that you've got to take into consideration. For instance, how far the piece is off of the chuck. If it's hanging out here, you're going to get a lot of vibration. Some hollowers can be very aggressive when you've got a lot of overhang of your piece. So what I'm trying to do is just form like a little, quite a thin wall on this, not too thin that it ends up as an invisible wall. But... Hi Keith. Now you probably can't see what I'm doing there. Sorry folks, I need to maybe. Do you know what I'd do? Actually, probably be easier if I put this in reverse. I can get the hollower in here then, and I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it should be fine, Ruben. Yeah, that sounds okay, Ruben. Yeah, the whale tails were very cool. I was looking at them, and I'm assuming there was some carving involved with that, because I don't think it's all possible on the lathe. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so let's... Ruby's there, is she? Hi, Ruby. Snuck in there on us. I've got that kind of how I want it there. Now I need to just go a little bit deeper, so I'm going to go back into forward motion and hollow out the bottom a bit more. All right, Soda. Bye bye. Thank you very much for watching, and say hi to who? Sorry. Hi, Donna. Okay, so that is the inside of my little, I suppose it's a nubbity nub. Now I want to try and put a little bit of detail right in there. So to do that, I'm going to use my little 1/4 inch skew, and all I'm doing is I'm just putting, get my tool rest right up close. All I'm going to do is just put like a line and give it the illusion. I'll just hoover that out actually. Give it the illusion there's like a little round indent inside. It's a hard piece to. Oh no, I'm not hollow. Yeah, no, I'm not hollowing the whole thing. Just the front piece here. I'm trying to make a flower effect, and then we're going to be putting. It's just a wall art that will go on the wall, and then we're going to do petals coming from it. Hopefully, if that works. So now I'm going to get my tool rest up high, and I'm just going to come around here and I'm going to try and just put a little bit of a design in here. Night night, Tommy. Thank you. Night night, Chris. Thank you. Oh, I think that will do. Actually, I don't want too much. I just want a focal point in the center. Again, I'm going to need to hoover that out again. Yeah, that's cool. I like that in the center there. Very good. What I might do is I might even get the pyro right inside and blacken the inside of it. But for now, that will do till we get our shape. Okay, so I wonder if I'm going to try and pull this camera over so you can see the inside of that, if you can. Not sure that you will. No, I don't think I'll get it. Actually, do you know what? I'll use this one, and I'll hold it. This is the Moby cam, and we can show you inside if you can see the inside. Do you see the little dimp that I put inside there? Yeah, I think you can just see it. Just like that. That's the head rec cam. Right. All right, so now I want to try and take away some of the waste that's in behind that nubbity nub, and then I'm going to try and form a bit of a cone here. I have got a picture, I think, on. I just want to go by, so bear with me, folks. Yeah. Hi, Baz. How are you? I should be back over in a second, folks. I haven't disappeared. I'm just trying to find the picture of the flower that kind of is similar to what I have in my house. Not in my house, it's in my head. I'm okay, thanks, Baz. Like I said, I had a bit of a pooey bum day, but I'm okay. I got over it. as I always do. All right. So, there it is. I found it. Okay, so I've done that, and now I need to just do right. Okay. So, yes, I just need to kind of make this cone shaped. Smooth this up a little bit inside because it's just a rough cut, and we'll go from there. Try and get in there with a gouge. A dodgy curry? Oh. Do you know, I forget what I say sometimes. I say stuff and then forget I've said it. And then when people respond to it in the chat, I'm like, what are you talking about? All my fault. All totally my fault. Sorry about that, folks. I had the wee little blowtorch there. So it could happen yet. I want to just try and put a bit of a shape on the bit at the back of... Did we find out what the centre of a flower is called? Stamen, is it? Okay. Alright, so got to try and get in a pistil or pistil. Pistil. Okay. Very good, thank you. There we go. Just trying to get rid of some of that bulk wood so it doesn't look as clunky in there, because flowers are supposed to be delicate. There we go. That's good. Try and get a final cut on that edge. That's good, like that. Okay, back to the gouge now, and we'll come from that, and it's literally just going to go in like that, and then we're cleaning this up. Sorry about the squeaking, folks. Now that's fine. I kind of like all the shape of that. Now I want to shape the outside, and I'm going quite thin with this inner part, and I have kind of like a funnel coming into the back of the flower, and then we're going to make way for what we're going to do with the petals. Like I say, I'm winging this. I've not made one of these or anything. It's just something that's in my head, and we're going to go with that. All right, so we're going to take some of this front away. Here a bit. I don't like that gouge. It needs a sharpen. I'm much happier with my spindle gouge. I need to come down a bit actually. There we go. Much happier with my spindle gouge. Like I say, I want this to be kind of funnel-like. With a thin front on it, and I need to round this off in here. Yeah, so that the petals are going to go in behind this part that I'm doing now. That's my thinking anyway. I don't know. I'm not a florist. It's a concept. I'm going to take some of this away and back here. And I need to leave enough bulk in the back that I can get my petals into, drill holes into. Like I say, I want to just form this funnel. Oh, it's getting really windy now. The vans are rocking. Ruben's in one of them moods, is he? Ruben, I might have to send the owner over to give you a kick in. Carry on. I've had a bad day. I don't want to take that edge too much now. That's it. Oh, well, that's making that noise. Is there a split in the wood? Check before I carry on. No. It's okay. Trying to be aware of the shape I have in the front. Oh, there is a split on it. Damn it. Must be a... Yeah, there's a crack in the wood. Do you know what? I'm going to pull it off and glue it back on. It's okay. We'll get away with it. Hey, it wouldn't be a Steve show if there wasn't glue, would it? Sorry? Take it down to that size. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, we can do that rather than messing with glue. Yes. There'll be petals. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. No, they'll be on the back of this, on this part. So they'll be going into like a spindle at the back. Hi, Robber Banana. Leads getting on there. Yeah, making a huge yo-yo, Rubber Dub, just for you. Actually, do you know what? It might actually be nicer if this is back behind it. Let this be behind the dome in the middle. Might be nice, actually. Yes. All these things are supposed to happen, you see. I'm going to take this down so the centre is sticking out just slightly. Not too much, but slightly. There we go. Just like that. Reshape the inside of this. That's screeching because I'm going over my overhang really, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to do that. We'll carry on now. Design change, folks. It's okay. It's good. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go down with that. It's nice. Now we're going to go and we're going to take this waist down to a spindle. To put our petals in, and then we'll form the back of the flower as well. Do a bit of sanding and part it off. Well, we won't part it off actually because I want to use the indexing system to drill the holes. Let me change the camera for you folks so you can see the side. I'll pop it on the end one at the moment while I move the camera. Okay, let's see. Any questions? Any suggestions? Or have we started talking about food? There we go. It's nice. I kind of like that shape. Oh yeah, don't forget Leona. Okay, that's cool. I like that. And then the back's just going to go kind of round at the back. It's not going to be too fancy at the back. Get rid of more of this waste. Do you know what? And as well, just to bring this whole thing down. Some more speed on there. Sorry? Hold on. No, I'm not wearing white pants. Oh, hold on. Why did I even think about that? I wouldn't wear white pants. Jeez. Dear, oh dear. Eyes up and look at the bloody wood turning. I almost said wood. That would have been really the wrong thing to say. There we go. So that's where my petals are going to be going. They're going to be going into the back here and sticking out kind of probably at an angle slightly forward. All right, see what that looks like. It's a lovely bit of wood. Looks pretty actually. All right, we'll do a little bit of sanding on that and put a bit of a thin. I want to hoover the inside out. Do a little bit of sanding on it, and we'll also work out where I'm going to drill my holes. Is it making sense now, or is it the usual Steve? Haven't got a clue what's happening. So I'm going to be turning spindles. I'll tell you what, I've got a similar thing here where I was practicing with a thing a couple of months ago. So this is, I'm going to turn spindles like this. Okay, these aren't obviously petal shape, well, kind of petal shape. I'm going to turn spindles like this. I'm going to turn a little tenon on the end, the size of whatever drill I decide to drill. And then I'm going to cut them down the middle, and then they're going to be stuck in like this all the way around. And I'll show you what that will look like from the front. Make the bottom of them what? Sorry? So they'll be sticking out kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, I might just make them, maybe stick them onto that rim, maybe. I don't know. I think they're sticking too far forward then. I just think if they're sunk into the wood a little bit, it just looks a little bit more like they're part of it too, rather than just stuck on. But that's kind of my idea anyway. Let's do a little bit of sanding, and actually got quite a good cut there. I'm going to start with 120. Take the face shield off for now. Put that over there. What's everybody got on the lathe, or what are they working on at the moment? Leona just made a camera jig. Came out very well. Well done, Leona. Every live. Every live. Mr. Chips is mentioned. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to finish Mr. Chips. He's in the cold shed. Yeah, that Land Rover is looking wicked cool, Steve. Could you actually put Steve's channel into the, if you don't mind, so people can go and check out. I think he's just done a preview video at the moment of what he's doing, but he's actually making a replica of a Land Rover. Is it Land Rover or Range Rover? Land Rover, yeah. And Steve does a few of those things, and I just think they're absolutely awesome. The amount of hours that must go into that is just amazing. Hat off to you, sir. Oh, a bit of painting, very nice. Very nice. The intrinsic colours seem to be very popular these days. Very nice. Scallops are, I used to make lead, copper, zinc scallops for when I was doing roofing work on churches and stuff like that. I used to have to do ornate scallops and all that kind of thing. A lot of maths involved with working out the curvatures and the spacing and all that. It was kind of cool. I enjoyed that work. Some of my scallop work is on St Paul's Cathedral in London. Not that you can see it unless you're in a helicopter. Small flat lidded box, very nice. I've turned tulip, yes, I have. I can't remember what it was like though, to be honest with you, it was so long ago. It was a piece that was gifted to me at UKIS. I think it could have been by David Richard Dooley, or maybe not. There was a good few people gave me some wood blanks and bits and pieces when I was there. Them were the days when you could go places and meet people. Very nice, Keith. Yeah, I seem to have memories of it being quite a soft wood, kind of lime, like lime, I believe. Could you not have fixed? Was that Ben? Ben, could you not have fixed it? Even though it's inconsistent, could you not have gone back to it and fixed it a bit? And with pieces like that, if it is a thing that you do decide that you're getting rid of it, put it on the bandsaw and cut it down the middle. and have a look at where you're going wrong. It's near enough like a map. It will show you where you're dipping in and out. It will show whether you're kind of digging into loose grain, softer grain in the wood, depending on the wood, or if your tool control's just slightly out. It tells a whole story when you cut a piece right down the center and you look at the side profile of it. It's always good to do that. I did a lot of that when I was practicing. I cut a lot of bowls in half that I messed up. Right, well there you go. That's sanded quite nicely. I'm going to put some sanding sealer on that, and we'll give it a bit of a Yorkshire grip. Let me see. I'm going to put some of this in here. I'm using the cellulose sanding sealer just because it dries a lot quicker. I just think it's a nicer sanding sealer too than the acrylic. I'm not going to put any sanding sealer inside that dome because I might, as I said, I might do some pyrography inside it and blacken it. So I'm going to leave that for now. I can always put a little bit into it at a later date. Yeah, when I say pyro, I don't mean just burning the heck out of it. Yeah, I meant doing a little bit of stipple inside it, and maybe around the back piece as well, of where it's got a raised piece at the back of the dome inside, just to kind of accentuate it. Wow, big words and everything on a Thursday evening. There we go, it's a lovely piece of wood. Thank you, Leona. Right, and we're going to bit of Yorkshire grit abrasive paste just to finish that off. Parted it off too early. Is there enough meat on the bottom to maybe put a tenon on it and get it back on in the chuck and continue with it, Ben? Or did you make the bottom a little bit too thin to be able to do that? I mean, you could always use a glue block too, or a jam chuck. You could wedge the bottom of the. It was a vase, was it? I think he said. Was it a vase? You can make a jam chuck and wedge the bottom of it into a jam chuck and then keep going. There are ways around, especially if it's a nice piece of wood. It'd be an awful shame to see it go to waste. A bit more speed on that and get that round right off, and then we'll buff it off, and then we're going to take that off then, and we'll make some petals. So did we decide on, let's leave the final deciding factor to Leona, because she's always right. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Okay, I'm going to go with the acrylic blanks. Put a bit of colour into it. Yeah, don't give up on a piece. Because even if it's not salvageable, you're still learning. When you're playing with it, you're still learning. And it's a good skill to learn, recovering a piece too. I'm very good at that. There we go. So that's that for now. That's all I'm going to do for that. It's very pretty looking. I shall show you with the other camera because it's better. You're a bit of a distance there with that one. So that's a pretty bit of wood. I'm not going to put any finish on it for now. We'll leave that like that. I'm going to take the let me see, can I do my, yeah, I can just do my petals between centers. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to leave it in the chuck so it's still in the same position when I pop it back in. And oh no, I've just undone it now, so I may as well take it out. Oh, these pieces over here, is it, on the side? Yeah, well, some of them are learning, some of them are jigs, some are bits I'm working on. I turned this cherry sphere today. Nice cherry sphere, and I've started marking out. I have my spring it sphere tool, and just looking at Ruby's stuff there, I want to see if I can get back to trying to do maybe 2 spheres inside a sphere, but I don't know. I'm still learning with that spring it tool. So but I've marked it out, ready to put 12 holes into it and go with that. But that's a slow burner. Right, I'm just going to pop this blank in here. Probably, no, I'm not. I'm going to put it between centers because I need all the need to use the whole blank. Where is my doodah? There it is. Hi, Ian. So there you go. I can show you that now. It's out of the chuck. There you go. Nice little pretty piece. We'll be parting that off in a little while once we know what we're at here. Where did I put my drive? There it is. Tailstock back in. Yeah, boy. And we're going to do a guesstimation of the center of this. About there. Yeah, Ruby, thanks for that. There's a guy that I've just started watching. I don't know if you know, I can't remember his name. Can you remember his name? Leona. I'm bloody rubbish at remembering names. But I've started watching some of his stuff on Instagram, and he actually pours water into his and freezes them and makes ice plugs. It's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, he uses ice plugs, so he doesn't have to make wooden plugs, and he pours them in, makes ice plugs, and then when he does it, it all melts away, and it releases all the spheres inside. Just amazing. I might be in touch though, Ruby, for some advice, surely. Okay, so we're gonna make this blank round. All right, Dave. Hi, Dave. Sorry, I always do that. My brother's called David, and I always do the trigger thing with my brother. He's on Instagram. Yeah. I'll send you a link, Ruby, when I'm off this evening. Do you know what? I'm going to use a skew, I think, for this. I'm sorry? That's a silly question to ask me. Do I remember anything? Now, it's a while since I've turned this stuff, so it's going to take a while to get back into it. Doesn't cut like wood. I'm trying to find the right... Ah, there you go. Let's use the spindle roughing guide. I'm having issues with my tool rest at the moment. It's loosening itself off. I've got to take the whole mechanism off from underneath and clean it all up, because I think there might be some dirt in it. Well, this is sending me doolally. This is the colours of it as psychedelic, man. Yeah, I'm going to sharpen my gouge. Bear with me a second. I was trying not to, but I was just being lazy. It doesn't take long, so 1 second. I seem to remember my gouge has to be super, well, as sharp as I can get it with turning this stuff. See how that goes now. See, tool rest sticks or it doesn't. Okay. Now we're cooking. I want quite wide petals, as wide as I can get with a pen blank. Need to decide what drill bit I'm going to be using. I think I will use this one, so let me get the size of that. Put a 10 in on the end. I'm making petals, Ruby. So I'm gonna turn what are those that I had just now? I'm gonna turn a this is just a a similar thing that I was doing another time. I'm going to turn like a spindle like this, and then I'm going to cut it down the center and open them up to be petals, and then I'm going to put petals all the way around the piece that I've just done. It depends on the resin. Was that Ben that asked? Was it? I'll show you in a second. I find that the small skew works a lot better. The little 1/4-inch skew works a little better. Now, with that said, I haven't turned much resin, Ben. I'm not a big resin turner, so you know, I'm only kind of getting into it now. I had these blanks, and I just think they're pretty. Sorry, what did you say there, Leona? Yeah, it's not very often that I actually make sense, really. Does take some getting used to me. And obviously I've got to make these quite similar, even though, you know, flowers aren't, well, they are pretty. Just want to make sure that I'm getting around there. I need to take more out. Yeah. Well done, Stace. Yeah, I've got I think I'm going to go. These are a 16. Oh, there you go. 140mm blanks. So yeah, we'll go with 70mm long. Yeah, I'm doing online. I mean, I'm back at work, but I'm also doing an online update training with my work, and it's just so boring. It wouldn't be so bad if it was an interesting subject, but it's just not. See, if this, I maybe should have gone with wood, because wood is a lot quicker to turn. How are we doing for time? Okay. I suppose even if I get a couple of these done just to demonstrate, then I can finish it and put pictures up anyway. I'll be videoing it anyway. Who does? Okay. All right, Ruben, we'll see you. Thanks very much for popping in. Yeah, resin's a whole different kind of turn. You can't cut it like wood at all. Well, I'm finding anyway, but then I'm only learning the technique of doing it. Doug from Pole Barn did say about cutting under centre and doing shear scrapes a lot with it, which does work. I'm just using the very tip of the gouge to work. What tool do you use to turn resin blanks, Leona? You know, when you do, when you do pens and stuff, do you use the roughing gouge? Yeah. Yep. Did I scare you? Sorry about that. Might just touch up the roughing gouge. Actually, it might be the way to go. I need to go and sharpen all my tools. I've been very lazy lately. I haven't been doing much turning, to be honest with you, so I haven't had the need to sharpen them. But now I do. So turning them like this as well is a lot different to pen turning. There's a lot more movement and vibration. Don't take too much off at a time. Doesn't like that. Who said that? Oh yeah. Yeah. One thing I don't actually have is a negative rake. I've got old fuse and scrapers that I could actually adjust. I'm getting there now. Yeah. Slow and steady. Yeah, the colour in the wood is an option, Ruby. I just had these blanks and Just thought I'd give it a try, but yeah, hindsight, I think even just contrasting woods even might have been the way to go. It's not too late. I mean, I can make these and then see if we like them, and if not, we'll go the wood route. And I'm in no rush to finish this. I can do this over the next couple of days. You think I'd learn with resin? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that too. Too aggressive. Yeah, it's not the nicest material to turn. I'm getting the vibration now because I'm going into the middle of the bank. Just need to decide where my halfway point is. It's right about there. Yeah, I mean yeah, I could use the skew maybe as a negative rake. I'll have a try with that with the second one in a second. Turning. Yeah, it's not all pens that you have to do with these blanks. I've used these for finials and stuff like that, you know. Okay, so that's kind of the shape there. Obviously I've got to thin it down in the middle. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't want it to get too weak in the centre. If I turn the other one now, the other end, similar to that, as long as they're similar. I'll leave a little gimp there so I know that's centre. Whoops. Evil resin. Evil! I'm getting the hang of it now. And it's all coming back to me. I've got Celine Dion singing in my ear now. So coming back to me. So coming back to me. I like me a bit of Celine, must admit. She's French Canadian, isn't she? Yeah. Something tells me that I'm going to make these ones and I'm going to decide to do wood with the rest. Sorry? Yeah, could do wood resin. We'll see what it looks like. And, yay. I need to put a 10 in this end as well. And I come forward a bit though, because it's dead center. Woo! Windy! Can you see the van rocking? That was a big gust of wind just hit the side of the van. There's a lot of Canadian singers, isn't there? Isn't Michael Bublé's Canadian? Celine Dion. Who else? Was, what's his name? There's a guy that sang the Robin Hood, Everything I Do. Yeah, isn't he Canadian? Brian Adams? Yeah. Leonard Cohen. Oh, right, yeah. Loads of Canadian singers. Okay, so ugh, Justin Bieber. Can you class him as a singer? Is he? Little brat. Needs putting over your knee and giving him a damn good spanking, that boy, I tell you. This one one's a bit smaller than that one, so I'll take the other end down a little bit. I've got 4 here, so hopefully. And I've just got to take this other end down just a little bit because I kind of like this one compared to this one, so I'll just take the screechy. Horrible noise. There you go, they're kind of the same. Near enough's good enough. Alright, so find my halfway mark again. Just there, I believe. Yes. So they'll be coming right down here like this. These have taken way too long. Horrible noise. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It'll take the time it takes. Oh, that's too high. I'm actually getting seasick here. This fan is rocking so. Sorry about the noise, folks. It's just the vibration through the. Right, I think I'm going to go with that. Just need to take that end off there a little bit. Just polish them up and then take them off and bring them over to the fans. Okay, let's sandy sand it. They are sparkly. They should shine up nice. Have I got one longer than the other? 70. Yeah, I have. Okay, let me put that back. I'm going to fix that. Who said that? Sorry? Dave doesn't want a van for a workshop. I love the van. Don't get me wrong. But if you're doing lives like this, it can be a little bit taxing with the way the wind and the weather. messes about. Take the time it takes, but take best time. Cool. Good night, Richard. Thank you very much. So I've basically just turned 2 glittery carrots. Right, let's sand them up. Yeah, it is a cool saying. Yeah. Boring part. You have to keep the paper moving on acrylic, otherwise it starts to melt. All right. Oh, Adam, I'll see you in bed, sweetheart. You bring me a hot chocolate. Sorry? Oh, yes. Hand model, Steve. Yes, Ruby, I have a young lady called Leona Fay. She lives in Ireland too. She's about 2.5 hours away from me. And I use WhatsApp. I call Leona and she relays everything that's going on in the chat. It just makes it easier. I don't have to keep going backwards and forwards to the computer. I can carry on doing what I'm doing. And Leona lets me know anything that's important, if there's any questions. And Leona's a woodturner herself, a very good woodturner, even though she says she's not. She is. And so she can answer a lot of the questions that get asked if I'm, if I'm busy or whatever. So it works well. Leona is the original earworm. I'm sorry? Yeah, I mean, that's, Leona just said that as well. The good thing about having someone in my ear is that you don't hear other voices in the live stream too. There's no kind of conversations going on between earworms and stuff like that. Some people like that. It's not kind of the thing that I'm in. But not only that, with the likes of this video as well, I'm going to be taking this down and probably making it into a video. So when it's only me talking, I can cut out the bits in the video, and it's easier to edit. Yeah, one is slightly thinner. It's not an optical illusion. It's a Steve couldn't be asked. Yeah, it's a Steve couldn't be asked to turn any more off of this horrible resin. I've pretty much made up my mind that I'm probably going to go wood anyway. So I'm just going to complete these and we'll see what they look like. The annoying thing is that I'll probably like the way they look, and I'll end up turning more. But to be honest with you, I don't think it matters if there's a slight difference in shape and size of them, because it's a flower and they're not legs. Ha ha ha, Leon. Hey, I'm not a duplicate turner. I don't like doing duplication, as you've all. Now I've got. Hi, Jigsy. Welcome to the slagging of Steve. I've got water dripping on my head now. They are see-through. So if you buy any of these for your pens, folks, make sure you paint your tubes. You learn something new every day. Raindrops are falling on my head. It's because I've got the skylight right above my head and I haven't got it shut properly. Story of my life, that is. Water pouring into my workshop. Sorry? Missed that. I am using some Yorkshire Grit abrasive paste here. And I used methylated spirit, or denatured alcohol from wherever you are in the world, just to clean off the doodah. See how this looks now. Ooh, glittery. It's actually quite nice. Very good. I shall show you I'm going to move you, sorry. Yeah. It's sparkly. I don't know if you can see them, can you? Sparkly. Right, okay, let's take them off there and go. I'll go and cut them over at the bandsaw. I'm not going to bother bringing my camera all the way over to the bandsaw here. going to drop this down. It's only a wee little mini bandsaw too. So I can't hear you. I'm sorry, Leona. I'm sorry. Okay. And obviously with resin, I'll have to just sand up the back of those. But there's some petals. Let's just see what they're going to look like on this. Yeah, I instantly don't like them. They don't match. They don't match the wood at all. Just wood's going to look nicer. I'm going to show you. 1 second. I'll put them onto the side camera, and I'll let. Well, thank you very much. I have done lots of work on those knees over the time, you know, destroying them and crippling myself. Yeah, I don't like them. They don't match the wood at all. I don't know if you can see that if I just hold them like that. They're too translucent and light for the colour of wood. I don't. Yeah, no, I'm just not. No, I think wood is going to be the way to go. Honestly, do. Let's put these actually. Let's put these ones on that are wood. From, I think these are actually ears that I was doing for a Bugs Bunny thing I was doing. But see, the wood I think is going to look better as a flower. Obviously, they're going to be bunched up like that and quite close together and coming all the way around. But I just think the wood is going to look better. I just don't like the look of the resin now that it looks just tacky, and it's bloody plastic, isn't it, at the end of the day? Yeah, that's what it's all about, Ruby, is people that know me well and have been watching me for a number of years will know that I experiment, and I don't. Just move this camera up so I'm talking to you. I'm not one to kind of follow the trends and things like that, you know. I try and do things off the cuff, and obviously there's things like the spheres and stuff like that I'm really interested in, and off-centered stuff and that I like playing with. I'm by no means great at it. I've done a few bits and pieces, but I just like different, and that's kind of the way that I go. I'm not a bowl turner. I will turn bowls if people want bowls, but I just don't get any super enjoyment out of turning bowls. And I'm not big into colour, so I like forming shapes and building and stuff like that when I'm turning, and I like to experiment. This is going to work. I know it is. I like this the way that is, and I just know that once I get the petal shape that I like and the type of wood, I might even go with just the same wood. I might just go, yeah, darker wood might work better. I'm just good night, Brian. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, I might just go with you, to be honest with you, and add details in with pyro. That's what I'm going to do. I think I just love the U, and I might just scorch the edges of the petals and stuff like that, and kind of have a play that way. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'll keep it all natural wood and go that way. I'm not going to turn any more petals now. I'm sure people have probably seen enough. So I shall come over to this other camera over here and have a chat before I say goodbye. But I will finish that. I'm going to do a bit more turning now. I might turn a couple of wooden petals now. Before I go in, I don't have work tomorrow. Boing, hello. Yeah, I don't have work tomorrow. I don't have a work for a week now. So I'll get this finished for the challenge. It's got to be finished before the end of this month anyway for the challenge. And there's the... Robbo said what? Sorry? Down half again, is it, Robbo? So I know these are the plastic ones. So cut them down that way again, or cut them so they're thinner. Is that what you mean? Yeah, I could get in touch with David. All right, yeah. I have his book. I have his books. So yeah, I must study up on. I have the spring tools there. So yep. To which one? Rip down the length. I see there. Yeah, rip down the length. Yeah, maybe, Robert. I'm just going to experiment with petals. I think what might even look better is one. Obviously, I'm going to do them with wood, but I might kind of do it that some are in front of the others. Let me get the picture. Yeah, some smaller on the front and bigger on the back and stuff like that. Let me see if I can find a flower that's... Flower. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. So there we go. Let's simmer. Kind of daisy, kind of. Let me see. Save image as. I don't think the wood and resin would look nice, Carol, to be honest with you. Honestly, I don't. Let me see if I can put this into here now and show you. I mean, you've all seen flowers before. But let's see, pop the image up on here. Oh, I've frozen. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Oops. yeah, so there you go. Look, see, that's the kind of effect I'm going for, except I've got the daisy effect. So I could probably maybe curve them as well and do it that way. And then when I sand them, I could put the sanding dome on the lathe and then concave the inside of them as well. Kind of this bit, kind of concave that, and have them overlapping each other, and then have maybe smaller ones coming in the front as well. I don't know. I'll have a play with it. I know what I've got in my head, so I just think it will look cool in the end. I know it will. So I just got to get there, you know. It was an experiment, and I'm just happy with the overall shape. But I will put pictures up of it when it's finished. And thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Leona, are you still there? I don't know whether I... Oh, yeah, because I was pushing buttons and, excuse me, messing there, and I actually did knock my phone and stuff, so I thought I'd lost you. So it will look cool, I think. It's just... It's a concept. It's in my head, and I've just got to make it into wood. Thanks, Carole. Carole's my #1 fan. Actually, she's my #2 fan. my #1 fan is in my ear, but when I mess up, she tells me off. So that's okay. She keeps me grounded. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Sorry, it's not a finished article, but a finished item, but you know, you can see where I'm going. That's how I work. I make it and put it together as I'm going along. So yes, I shall thank you very much, everybody, for your compliments. I am going to go. I'm back on Sunday, but it's for the Banana Live, so it's the private members live. I'll be back on Sunday. I might even maybe work on this on I might even finish this on the Sunday one, or I might finish Mr. Chips. We'll see if this is finished. Right, guys, I'm going to say good night. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I shall see you again next time. What are we, folks? We're all forking bananas. Forking bananas, a lot of us. You have to be forking bananas to do this crack, I tell you. Right, folks, bye. Thanks, Leona. Bye.